Scentland, the land of scent. Welcome everybody, Chris back with another fragrance review, this time concentrating on aromatic fougere fragrances. And I know the fougere terminology is very strict on describing what a fougere is. To me, a fougere is maybe a bit different than what the regular term is just restricting it to be. For me, a fougere is something that is, has the piney, mossy background, the manly, the classy vibe, good performance, and overall a bit of bitterness, sourness to it. Now there are several, within the fougere or aromatic men's fragrances, there's several different aspects you can take, and I'm trying at this top 10 designer fougere aromatics trying to represent that. So there's a corporate fougere, there's a synthetic fougere, there's an aromatic fougere, a sexy fougere, a boozy aromatic fougere, a modern aromatic fougere, a sporty, a piney, a citrusy, and a basic fougere fragrance. So start on number 10, straight away comes the corporate fougere. Homme de Grès, 1996 is the year, and why is it a corporate fougere? Because it just delivers what fougere is all about. You know, the mossy background, a bit of slight hint of citrus, but nothing more, and it is just a suit and tie fougere that delivers totally well. Performance is very good, and the only downside is that after a while it can get a bit boring. But the same way you sit too much in the office can get boring as well, right? So this is the corporate fougere. It's just what it is, strict, straight down the line fougere from the house of Grès, Homme de Grès from 1996 on spot number 10. Spot number 9, we're looking at a perfect representative of the synthetic fougere, synthetic aromatic fougere fragrances from Gianni Versace. 1996 is the year again, and the fragrance is called Green Jeans. It is amazing. It is so weird, this fragrance, and it's a fougere. It's a piney stuff. Lives up to its color actually, and the whole bottle design, and the top you have amazing lime lemon stuff going on, extremely weird, extremely synthetic, but among the players of synthetic fougere aromatic fragrances, this is the best representative, so I had to pick it. I like it actually a lot. Rarely wear it because it's quite unwearable, but still a fantastic aromatic fougere fragrance from Gianni Versace, 1996, Green Jeans. So spot number 8, aquatic fougere. Yes, it does exist. A new release. It's the house of, there you go, maybe it's better visible now, maybe. Hello, here I am, there I am. Okay, Hommage à l'homme voyageur from Lalique. This is supposed to be representing the Atlantic Sea at night, and it does, it's fantastic. It has a vetiver patchouli papyrus vibe that is coming with a very nice mossy base, and it totally delivers that aromatic mossy fougere feeling to me. The recent release, I think 2 years ago they released it, or last year, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to be reviewing it anyway. Very good modern aquatic fougere, very, to me, from the aquatic fougères that I tested so far, this is the best, delivering the best, great performance as well. Hommage à l'homme voyageur from Lalique, the Atlantic Sea by night bottled. What do we have? The next one, who is the sexy fougere category from the ingenious hands of Karl Lagerfeld. Yeah, König Karl, as they call him in Germany, released this fantastic fragrance called Lagerfeld Photo in 1990, and this is a very much aldehyde, benzoin, mandarin, lavender, extremely sexy fragrance to me. It's a classy, it's relying on a classic fougere background, but it plays it up. It's a move away from the sort of old man-like aromatic fougere fragrances of the 80s, 70s and 60s. This is the next step of fougere from 1990. It's a very brave, very courageous step, very, very nice juice, and I got a lot of compliments from female people, or women, or girls, because this was at the time especially extremely, it was like a magnet, and it still is, and I appreciate it for what it is. Lagerfeld Photo 1990, a great sexy fougere. Let's look at the boozy fougere. What can be a boozy fougere? What the heck is that? This is the boozy fougere, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it a boozy fougere? First of all, the name, it's called Shogun, Japanese, right? It's from the designer, actually celebrity house of Alain Delon, Mesdames et Messieurs. Shogun came out in 2001, and it is a totally it reminds me of one particular drink, and that's gin tonic. It has that bitterness, the sourness at the top, the freshness. It is gin tonic in a bottle for me, like a nice chilled gin tonic. And this is why I created the category of boozy fougères. I don't think that it's actually listed as a fougere. I don't care, but the basis has this mossiness, there's this fantastic mossiness that is delivering and giving this bitterness to the fragrance that stays throughout the whole development and lingers along for hours. So that makes Shogun to me a great boozy aromatic fougere men's fragrance. Alain Delon, bravo. Then the next one here, ladies and gentlemen, let's spring in. Let's jump into the autumn time here, because this is perfect. This is autumn bottled, right? Boss Elements from 1993. It's an amazing fragrance, very complex, with lavender, aldehydes, violet, rose, lily of the valley, leather and amber, and a very nice, extremely well done mossy background. Very modern. To me, this is the modern aromatic fougere. Lagerfeld Photo made the first step, and then this followed up. This, even to this day, smells like a modern day fragrance. Bit 90s touch to it. What I love the most is the dry down, the mossy dry down. It's just out of this world. It's supposed to be representing the earth, fire, water, and maybe wind, or so, I don't know. I think that was the 4 elements that this is supposed to be representing, and it's amazingly well done. I loved it, and it's hardly available. It's discontinued, but Boss Elements is autumn time bottled, and it's a perfect male modern aromatic fougere fragrance. Boss Elements 1993. Spot number 4, ladies and gentlemen. It's another time of the year, springtime this time. What a gorgeous fragrance this is. Sport de Paco Rabanne from 1986, same year as Bowling Green. It is just springtime in the bottle. It really is fantastic citrus, patchouli, woody, spicy fragrance, very uplifting, very sunshiny, yet plays along the main lines of a classy fougere men's aromatic fragrance. It even maybe has some mint in it. I don't know, but it's so uplifting. You know, if you are in a bad mood, spray this on and you're gonna be flying. This is really, really, really nice. It's been discontinued. To me, it's the best sport fragrance ever. Anyway, it delivers totally without being, you know, cheap, or without being, you know, this is your usual sport one. No, this is a perfect sports fragrance, beating the other sport fragrances that came out around that time. Some of the great ones like Lacoste or Trussardi did. This outperforms them. This is why it had to come into my top 10 of fougere aromatic fragrances. Sport de Paco Rabanne from 1986. Sorry. And now to the top 3. We haven't had the piney fougere, right? The piney aromatic. Here it is, though. And don't be fooled, don't be mistaken here. This is not the original 1881 by Cerruti. This is the flanker called Intense. So this is 1881 Cerruti Pour Homme Intense, right? Released, I think, in 2008, and it displays a perfect pine. It's a perfect pine, a modern pine. It's amazing. It even has some sea notes in there which resemble the sea, but not the boring and synthetic cologne stuff. No, this is something that gives you this you know, this vibe of the sea being somewhere nearby. You don't actually see it. You're not on the beach yet. It's there somewhere, and there's this pine playing along with the woodiness and the leatheriness here. This is almost perfect. This is really, really, really nice. It's hard to get, but to me, you know, in this aromatic piney fougere category, this is by far the best. The pine is much better done than in most of the old day fragrances. Here is just, this is, you know, masterly crafted. So 1881 Pour Homme Intense from the House of Cerruti on spot number 3, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't been talking much about citrus, although it's very important in the fougere genre, I think, and this is the best representative, in my opinion. USA brings this house forward. Geoffrey Bean, the fragrance is called Bowling Green, which is actually a sort of lawn, or a type of lawn, a grass, you know, Bowling Green. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the perfect citrusy, aromatic fougere men's fragrance, displaying a fantastically natural citrus all along throughout the fragrance, and has a fantastic mossy piney base. If you're looking for something like that, this is your choice. If Homme de Grès, the number 10 fragrance here listed, was the corporate one for fougere, so the corporate example, this is the casual fougere, citrusy fougere, right? Bowling Green, you know, outdoors, sports, whatever, excursion, no matter what, this is going to perform the whole day, and it's just lingering this citrusy, aromatic fougere, mossy or piney aura in a perfect way. 1986 was the year. Geoffrey Bean is the designer. Bowling Green, ladies and gentlemen, fantastic. On spot number 2. So which fragrance is actually the, you know, the number 1? Who's beaten them all? And I'm not saying it's beaten them all because it's more appealing than the others. But this is the natural fougere. It's the fougere of the fougere. This is the, if anyone asked me what, you know, explain me fougere, I would just shut my mouth and show this fragrance to them. Balenciaga Pour Homme from 1990, the perfect fougere fragrance. It does not have any other ingredient playing in the foreground. It's not aquatic, it's not citrusy, it's not whatever. This is just fougere. This is a whole composition which contains lots of ingredients in it, but it's just the green, nice, extremely well done fougere. I'm not saying that it's more appealing than let's say Elements or Photo or whatever. This is just the classy, the basic. This is the fougere. This is the definition of fougere, right? Balenciaga Pour Homme on number 1 for being the perfect definition for a classy fougere. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure to do this, and I'll be back with more. And enjoy your fougere aromatic male fragrances because they are fantastic. Take care. Bye-bye.